Jim, guys, how you guys doing, man? Back again. I just started a little bit early today. Today's market's been absolutely crazy, man. Absolutely nuts. Absolutely crazy today. Let me go back here real quick. I don't know, my Infinix app is not working. I don't know why. It's very weird. Hope you guys doing okay, man. So good. So, like I said, I'm gonna try and get in some trades. We are in the uptrend based on what I'm looking at. Pretty cool. It's my 50. What is this? This is my 50 EMA is above my 250 and my 100 EMA. So we're gonna try and get some longs in there, man. So I want to wait and see, kind of see what happens with this. I guess it looks like we're about to break. I'm making my mouse move. It looks like we're about to break the 1 second. It looks like, hey, Jim, just what's up? It looks like we're about to break some key levels here, right? So I'm kind of waiting because I really hate when things are close to the moving averages. I mean, it's been yesterday. This is a mistake I made. I wasn't patient enough. I said I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna wait and see what happens. So basically, the market has been bouncing, going in the uptrend, high. So we are in the uptrend for sure. So I just want to see what happens there if we break past if the price breaks below the moving averages, and that will confirm where we're going. But I'm pretty confident we're probably going up though, because we've been down all day long today. I mean, it's been nasty, man. We had a massive dip today, massive dip. Look at that. I think we went to 90 something K BTC and we crashed like 84 or 85, something crazy like that. So yeah, man. So I'm gonna try to take some trades in, and we see how that goes. But I'm not gonna rush like I did yesterday. I want to take some trades. I go open and close them. We're live on the show, so like I said, if you guys have any questions on the indicator I'm using, please let me know, man. I'll share with you guys. I'll share it. RSI is currently on the downside right now, so we are in the uptrend, like I said. So I'm looking for some longs right now, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so I'm trying to get my entries in. Like I said, once I log in, the first thing I check before I make any trades is, are we in an uptrend? Yes, we are. Yes, we are in an uptrend. So now it's just looking for entries right now. It might be good. I don't know if I'm confident though, but I will say that it might be a good idea to get in trade now. But I just want to see. Look at that, right? This is why I said I like to wait. Look at that massive red candle. Anytime we're testing those moving averages, it just becomes volatile, man. Look at that. Look how you just broke through. It broke through the 100. It broke through the 50 and the 200 moving the 200 moving average. This is the reason why I said a lot of times when price is kind of bouncing around the moving average, just wait. Wait 2-3 minutes, wait and see what happens. The price will tell you where right now, RSI is getting towards oversold. So taking a long right here might not be a bad idea, right? Because we're approaching. So let me do this. Let's use $50, and I'm going to use 75x leverage. Let's increase it up. Oh no, not 500. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, like I said, and kind of see where we go from there. You see the price jumping down. Um, like I said, when the price is below the moving averages, you expect a dip, but this is a big sell-off right here. I might be able to get in 85,987. So I'm kind of waiting to see how this plays out here, but let me take that long one. So place the trade long 75x. Um, ah, 1 second. Yeah, we're seeing weird things, man. I don't know because I'm looking at the candles. Like I said, I'm patient. I'm not gonna make the same mistake I made yesterday. I didn't look at it. I just jumped in. There is some selling pressure. The wicks are very negative, guys. Um, so we'll see, man. And a lot of times, what I like to also do is, if you look at the MACD, I like to go in when the momentum is dying down. That's kind of what I'm kind of waiting for right now. Kinda. So am I comfortable going this trade right now? I guess we'll see, man. $50. Let me use 10. Let's use 10. Let's use 10. I'm gonna place a trade real quick. I probably should go in long. Damn, what's up with this thing, man? Damn. Okay. I missed that little pump real quick. Uh, yes, I'm trying to see get my entry. It looks like we're dying down, right? It looks like it. So I take this long right here at the bottom. We'll see. So I confirm with an uptrend. Yes. Um, confirm with uptrend. Yes. Basically, we are oversold. Yes, I could probably sell. So I could buy the massive dip we just had recently. So I'm just kind of waiting on things until things settle here. Okay, I think that's my signal to go in. So let me place that trade 75x, confirm. So I'm not using that much. $10, 75x leverage. Let's see what we could do with this. Because we broke down past the moving averages. We're probably gonna go test it back up again. And we'll see. But what I'm betting on is I'm looking at my I'm sorry guys. Uh what I'm betting on is looking at my what's it called? My momentum on the MACD is going to probably trend back down. And let's see where it goes from there. But this is very similar to what happened yesterday, where I got in the trade. I think a little. Oh wait, actually, it was above the moving average, and it just nuked me. Right, I didn't lose money. It did take a while to break even. But I just took a long already. Let's see how this plays out. 75x on $10. Like it's not that much. Just practicing on this. Let's say it plays out. Um, so like I said, usually these trades, when I do them, for them to play out, it normally takes about 5, 10, 15 minutes, depending on the entry. My entry seemed pretty good. It seemed I did get in right around the bottom here. So we'll see. But like I said, very soon I'm gonna start using a lot more money, probably maybe less leverage. I'm trying to gauge it. Less leverage, a lot more money. So as you can see right here, right? You guys pay attention. You see basically what I predicted was my momentum on the MACD is trending back down because we're getting a bounce up in price, and let's kind of see what happens there. But like I say, it does take about 5, 10, 15 minutes before I get my profits back in. But we'll see what happens here. But it's just this happened yesterday too. We broke down the moving average, and it took a while for me to break even. I was like stalking the trade for like 2 hours, man. My entry was absolutely atrocious. So we just broke above. So we just broke above the moving average. Let me see. So nine. Let me right here. So 944. So we broke above the moving average about 2 hours ago. So all day long, we've basically been like below the moving averages, basically. So let's see what happens. Let's see how this plays out. A lot of times, I guess people get scared when things going down, but that's the reason why you have your stop loss. That's the reason why you could average down your position. So if you go into something and it doesn't play out like you want to, you could always average down. So, for example, yesterday now, when I went into my trade yesterday, I was down. No joke, guys. I was down 45%, and I still won at the end of the day, right? So what I did was because I said my entry was horrible, I was in focus. I went in. We broke below the moving average. It made it trending down like crazy. I was down 45%. I didn't panic. I was just watching. I averaged down. So I lowered my entry. I lowered my liquidation and just rolled it up until I got some profits and sold it. And that's kind of like the way to protect yourself. Of course, you could also, um, let me see. So I'm currently down like 0.5% right now. Not that much, little. Um, but so like I said, what I'm waiting for, right? You see the momentum, right? The momentum on my sales are basically coming down, and this should flip back to green. But like I said, there's some times when it does trend all the way down and it comes back up again, right? Then you have to wait until the momentum flips back into green. So we'll kind of see what happens there. Well, like I said, this is a trade that might take a while to play out, but I'm in the green right now. I'm up 0.1%. Um, like I said, all these things I'm doing right now is to practice until I get better. The better I get, the more confidence I build, and the more money I will make based on the more leverage I use, and the more money I'm willing to put up. Because for me, there's certain ways to play this, right? It's either you are using a lot of money with small leverage, or you're using small money with big leverage. Okay? Small money with big leverage, you have to be fast and you gotta know what you're doing. You cannot, because you're more likely to get liquidated when using large leverage, and you're more likely to get stopped out on your stop loss when you use high leverage. But when you don't have that much money to spend, you don't have a choice, man. You have to use big leverage because yeah, you don't have a choice. Big leverage. I don't mean like I was a big leverage to me would be probably probably 75x is on the low end of large. I'll say probably 40x is big too. But hi, are you? Oh, right now I am currently. Right now I'm actually. I put a long in right now. So when RSI hits oversold and my momentum got a peak, I went long to trying to see what happens there. I'm assuming we're probably gonna break above the moving averages again. of course, not guaranteed, right? But the moment I see that I like the profits I'm on, because like I said, I took that trade right now because I saw we had a massive dip. I saw that my momentum went high, and momentum is kind of dying down, right? And you see the MACD, the the direction line on the MACD, the orange line is trending back up. My MACD line is trending back up again, so we could probably get across, and we'll see. But it could take some time. Is that guaranteed? It could take some time again. Again, we're going down again. So I'm using the 1 minute chart, by the way. The 1 minute chart. I don't think you can see. You say hi. Can they see you? Where are you? Oh, there. Can I see you?
Hi.
Hi. I go. Let's see, buddy. 125 million. I go. That's it, buddy. Thank you. Close that door. Thanks, buddy. So like I said, I mean, look at this. We just had like 3 negative candles. I'm on the 1 minute chart, so things look a lot worse than it is. So don't panic, right? What's the one? Like I said, it's just one of those things, man. Right? We'll see. Not worried because we are, like I said, we're approaching the oversold again, and my momentum is still pretty. Even though the price dropped like it just did, the momentum is very low, man. So we're probably gonna fit back up again pretty soon. Um, and if I get another approach of the price towards the RSI oversold, I'm gonna probably buy again. But this trades I'm on usually it does take some time to play out, guys. Um, but the idea for me is to because I honestly don't like trading so far. So the biggest swings I've had so far have been when the U.S. markets are closed. I don't know why that is. Very strange. Very strange. Yeah, man. Hamza. I'm currently long in the markets right now. I'm a little bit down, but not that much. So this about 0.7 down. Um, but like I said, man, the 1 minute charts is rough sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and it might look like we're playing out what happened yesterday. Probably not though. We'll see. We'll see. Um, so we're approaching oversold again on the RSI. Again, a small, little, tiny bounce here, but let's take a look. Yeah, my MACD. If you guys take a look at the MACD, momentum is down. So we should be trending back up into the green again soon. Soon. And once we close that trade, we'll kind of evaluate where we are and we'll kind of go from there. But trading is not easy. I'm not saying it is. It could be brutal, absolutely brutal. It could be absolutely brutal, man, because you think things happen one way and it just goes all the way. You things happens all the way, it goes all the way. So, and I think that's the. Oh, let me charge the computer. And I think that's the reason why. That's the reason why protecting yourself is key, which is through the not using money you're not willing to lose. You're basically trading way more than you have. Don't do that, right? So if you have 1K to your name, that's all you have is $1,000. I would say you should probably using $100. That's it to trade. That's it. That's all you should use. Don't ever use the entire 1K to trade. Yeah. All right. So right now, let's see where we are right now. Let's see the trade down about down 4%. So kind of say it plays out. The momentum is basically about to flip into green, man. So we'll see. We have a double bottom on the what's it called? Yeah, so we probably trim back up soon because if I go back up. Yeah, man. So like I said, the idea is to get the best entries possible. When you're trading the short time frames, I want to be in and out, in and out, in and out. That's why it's important to get as close to the top as possible, as close to the bottom as possible. So I like to get in on the when RSI is probably approaching oversold or overbought. That's where I like to get in on. But usually, what I've seen so far, as long as you don't get like a breakdown or break up in price, it does take about 5, 10, 15 minutes for your trade to play out around that time. Yeah, 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 man. All right, so yeah, man, we just kind of wait what happens. Trading is fun, right? But as long as you're patient, like I said yesterday, no joke, I was down 45% on my trade, and I still was able to make profit because I waited and waited, and dollar cost down. I waited, I didn't do nothing. I just left it. I refused to lose that trade, and I did it. And so things played out. Things played out for me in a good way. So, um, yeah, man. So let me take a look real quick. All right. Yeah, we flip it to the green, a little bit of momentum, a little bit of green on the momentum side. You guys can see that. All right, there, a little bit of green, and we have our MACD line crossing above the trend line on the MACD, which signifies the uptrend in the short term. For now, we'll see how this plays out. But like I said, man, the idea is to get in, get out, get in, get out. But sometimes your get in, get out could take 5, 10, 15 minutes to play out. But if you ever get into a wrong trade and things turn around on you, you might be better off taking your loss and moving on, man. If things do get bad, right? Just move on, right? Um, yeah, man. That's kind of what I think about that. So, but yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see what we're looking at. I I think the times I won the most was on the weekend. I don't know why that is. It's very weird. The weekend and after hours. Maybe because there's just the market is weird, man. It's so strange. After hours. So as of right now, the price is below all the moving averages, kind of hovering right under it. We'll see. But like I said, if what I do is this, right? If I take a trade in and it doesn't work for me in the short term, what I do is I just kind of wait and see what happens. If that trade does if that trade does flip the other side, I start to dollar cost my trade. I dollar cost down onto the lowest possible. And if it doesn't look that good for me, I just cut my loss, man, and just trying to get another trade in. Because there's no point holding a trade down to the bottom, right? I mean, especially if you're trying to trade, like if you're trying to do what I'm doing, where you're trying to get quick wins. And every mistake you make should be every mistake you make should be a learning opportunity. Every time I make a mistake, I always learn. I always learn from what I'm doing, right? Yeah, let me see 1 second. because I'm actually currently on another show right now, man. See, in my other ear, I mean, I'm doing a bunch of things at the same time. Yeah, man. So yeah, trading is interesting, man. It is definitely better to trade when the market is volatile, right? And volatility does go crazy during the daytime, right? Um, what I would say is, for some weird reason, for for some weird reason, I'm more successful on the weekend and after hours, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe because I've traded too much on the daytime because I'm at work, pretty busy too. So um yeah, man, trading is it is the it to test your patience to the point where you feel like giving up. Like you just have to be patient, man. You have to be patient, and it's things not always gonna go your way, guys. No, things are not always gonna go your way. You got to learn to be patient. You have to be able to dollar cost average when you need to. You got to be able to understand your indicators, all that stuff. I think for me, the moving averages are my favorites. That kind of helps me decide where the market is going. 1 second. All right. I'm trying to get some better tunes in, man. All right. Yeah, man. So, like I said, we'll see what the shine plays out. So basically, as you see, right, the volatility is very low, sideways chop right here. You could probably take some longs and shorts, but this still making a lot of money. The only way this making a lot of money if you're using very, very, very high leverage, and you don't want to do that because the volatility is very, very low, guys, and that's why you see the momentum is very small for now, right? The higher the momentum, let me show you. The higher the momentum, the higher the pumps. Look at his momentum here on the MACD. Look at that. Look at that massive pump right there. Okay, but the idea is we should always trying to get in before this happens. That's always the idea. Or if you have any dumps, right? Like, or like right here. So do we go down again? No. So I'm trying to look for. Let me zoom back out. Yeah, man. So basically, that's what I'm looking for, man. I'm trying to short the pumps and long when things are down. Um, that's the name of the game, guys. Reset chart. Wait, where's my MACD, man? I think where's the MACD, man? Where did you go? Okay, all right, cool. So basically, the indicators I used to trade, right? I use the moving averages, 50, 100, 200, MACD, and the RSI. So right now, we are approaching the moving averages again. Let's see what happens. We do have a double bottom here, 1, 2. So I should expect a bounce. We'll see though. Nothing certain on here, man. You're making educated guesses, basically. Your educated guess could be right, could be wrong. So the momentum is going up on the MACD. We'll see if it sustains. Let's see. We'll see what happens though. So I should be in profit now, right? Yeah, I am. So I'm up 0.2%, not that much, okay? But no panicking on my side because you know trading is interesting because you're not going to win every trade, no. But the idea is to win more than you lose. That's the idea. 'Cause that's the only way you make money. Um, so we're getting a very strong push. We'll see what happens though. Wait, this hasn't confirmed yet. We'll see. So we're getting a very look at the massive green candles here, very strong bullish momentum up. Let's take a look at our MACD steadily rising. Steadily rising. Let's see what happens. But we gotta break our moving averages, guys, because if we can't break it, we're probably gonna be. So we've broken one. We're about to break more, but once you break moving averages above, as long as the price is trading above the moving average, I'm gonna be longing. So I'm in a long right now because when I took my trade at first, we were above the moving average. One of my first trade that I've done today, I was above moving average. This thing just to irritate me because I'm like, as long as we're in an uptrend, okay. I don't know, my Infinix is not working. I don't know why. It's so strange. My Infinix is not working. I don't know why. It is so weird. Don't know. All right, let's go back. Oh, got some comments real quick. Oh, we got Crucifixer, what's up, bro? Always supported. I appreciate you, man. So, guys, yeah, man. So, like I said, man, I'm still hoping to start using a lot more money to trade this stuff. So we just had a little big red candle. So we'll see what happens. We're right by the moving averages right here. Let me zoom in. So we have right by the moving average, all three of them. So we're trying to figure out the market. The market's trying to figure out if we're bullish or bearish right now because these two candles are about the same. So this massive green candle broke all averages. A massive red candle broke down again. But as long as we have the momentum up, which it looks like we are for now, so I might close my trade here because I don't like that we're bouncing like this. I want to get a confirmation either above or below. That will let me decide if I am going to be long or I'm going to be short. So I'm still waiting to see what happens there real quick. And I am using the 1 minute charts right now. Okay. Let me zoom. Can I zoom in? There you go. So momentum is still green, which I like. Trend is up. RSI is above the middle line. How can I bring this down? Can I delete this thing? Yeah, so we are breaking above the moving averages, guys. That's what it looks like. So that's always a thing, right? That's why I'm just kind of waiting to see what happens here. Break above the moving average and we kind of bounce around it. That's fine, right? They're not going to be taking my longs. So we're breaking above it. I'm up about 0.8%, not too much. Okay, now we bullish. We bulls are back in control, guys. So we need much more stronger candles breaking up here. So I think, like I said, I'm kind of waiting a bit. RSI. Let me get my RSI done. RSI. Let me see. So I'm up about 2% right now. Like I said, I want to close this trade so I could I'm kind of waiting to see where this candles are going. I'm waiting to see basically what my MACD looks like. We haven't lost momentum yet, so we're still in a nice little uptrend. I like it so far. I want to add my RSI. Perfect. So RSI looks above. We're above the middle line, trending up. I like it. Like I said, guys, when you just be patient. Don't get nervous when you're down, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. So we're just gonna wait and see a bit here, and I'm paying attention to my RSI, paying attention to my MACD, paying attention to what we're doing if we're trading above the moving averages here, and we'll see. But I want to sell here. I'm still kind of waiting to see because I'm gonna sell this right here. I don't like my entry, man. So sell here resets, guys. So I sold in green, I think, right? Let me see. Portfolio activity. And so I sold about 2% gain, no problem. Remember, a 2% gain. If I was using 1 grand right now, a 10% gain is $100. A 2% gain is $20. So basically, it's the percentages I'm looking at, right? That's what I'm trying to focus on is the percentages. Um, yeah. I mean, so like I said, we broke above moving average, not convincingly, in my opinion. Not convincingly. We'll see what happens there. I really, really hate because I think I haven't mastered that part of trading yet. Basically, how do you really master um the candle staying above the averages, right? And I mean I know it's going to trend back up because we do have the 50. Let me see. We do have the 50 moving average. Uh, Inputs, yeah, okay. So nice little candle there, man. Good. So we do have we do have the 50 moving average is actually below right now. Is below the 200, is below the 100, which signifies potential downtrend. And that's the reason why I wasn't really I didn't really like the fact that uh my entry wasn't good. So we'll kind of wait and see what happens there. So the momentum on my long is dying down. We'll see. I already sold already. I took profits already. Sold that. Got a small little game. Made 2%. No problem. So as of right now, the moving average, my 50 moving average is below, and that's why I'm like, because if you look right, look at that. Once the 50 moving average is the red line right here, is basically below the 100 moving average and 200 day moving average. When that happens, that means the market is probably going to go down, right? But if you see, right, the moving average is trying. If you look at, if let me zoom in, you can see my red line is trying to break above, right? If it does that continuously, we're back, guys. But it looks like it is. It looks like it is right now. So I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient. I'm not gonna rush. I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna wait, see how that plays out, because it looks like that's about to happen. It actually looked like it crossed. It barely crossed above my. 1 second. Uh, okay, yeah, it slightly crossed above, like it's like touching, yeah, a little bit. It crossed above the 100-day moving average, right? So I'm just waiting, man. I'm just waiting, basically, right, for it to be played across it convincingly, and once it does, I'm gonna take more longs. Then I'll be confident, like, okay, cool. Which will also signify for me that we're in an uptrend. The price is above all my averages. My 50-day moving average is above the 200, above the 50, above the 100. Yeah. And sometimes too, it might also be important to um to also check all the time frames. And that's another advice I would like to probably give people. Look at all the time frames, right, and kind of see what things look like, right? Is this thing dead? I don't even know what's happening. I don't know. Like my Infinix account just is weird. Let me check something. In Infinix. I'm not using all the computer for Infinix, man. I don't know what's going on. That's so strange. Log in. Um, I think- okay, okay. Let me see something. I have a bunch of computers in front of me here, but this computer is not working for Infinix. I'm not sure why that is. It works here. Why is it working here? That's so weird. All right, so okay, let's see where are we right now. So basically, we're looking good, guys. Looking good. Our EMAs are crossing above. Prices above. We're probably gonna look to take some longs right now. Perfect. Look at that. Officially, beautiful. Look at that. My 50 EMA line is above the 100 EMA, above the 200 EMA. So, and I'm looking at my RSI is also in the green territory, right? So I'm going to look for some longs, man. So if I get any kind of red candles, I'm just gonna long it. If I get any red candles, any kind of pullbacks, I'm just gonna go long, man. So we're officially confirmed the uptrend. Red candle again. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there. I truly hate when price is hanging around moving averages, man. Because it could change in the look at that candle. It could change in the blink of an eye. Like I said, patience. Remember what I said before? Patience, patience, patience. I don't like the fact that we're breaking through averages like this, right? Just so easily. So easily. If we bounce here, though, that'll be bullish. We'll see. But it's patience, like I said, patience. Patience. Um, so that's why, like I said, when you're trading and you have some nice little win, take your win and just wait until you get on the entry. Now, and I do believe there's something called overtrading. Yeah, you can overtrade, 100%. You can, because I think sometimes you want to catch up on the losses you just had, and that's where overtrading comes in. So, could I take a short here? Sure, but I want to wait first. I want to wait to see what happens to my moving averages, man. Let's see what happens there. Still, we are still in an uptrend, but I'm just waiting to see. So I'm gonna switch the chart to 5 minutes. Let me see what it looks like. So it's also important to take a look at your charts in a different time frame. Can you see that? So in the 5 minutes, on my 5 minute charts, we're actually trying to break the 50 moving average. We haven't yet. So on my 5 minute charts, we're in a downtrend. And remember, the higher time frames are more accurate. So basically, on all my averages on the 5 minutes are showing downtrend. Okay, and when I go to let me look on all the time frame. Let me look at 15 minutes. Look at that. On the 15 minutes, I'm in a downtrend right now. So basically, if I'm trading in 15 minutes, I probably will be going shorts right now. If I was trading 15 minutes, yeah. Yeah, man. It's trading. Trading is tricky. That's why, like I said, it's good. It's important to check all time frames. Um, so if we do break below the moving averages again, I'm probably going to start shorting again. Yeah, look at that! Look at that massive red candle, man. It's exaggerated, right? Massive red candle, break it because the reason why we're breaking through the averages this easily is because it's 1 minute chart, man. On the 5 minutes, we're below. On the 15, we're below. On 30, on all averages except for 1 minute, we're below, which means I should be shorting the markets right now. Yeah. So let me see. We're trending back down. Let me. I could take a trade right here. Let me put a short in. Um, 1 sec. Let me see. Let me put a trade in. I'm gonna use $10 again. So I'm taking this trade because my momentum on the green is dying down. Right, you see the momentum right here is dying down. Right, and I'm looking at my RSI's breaking down again. Right, so let me take my shorts. 75x leverage again. Oh, no, not 100. 75x. All right, let me place this trade. 75x leverage, $10. Shorts done. All right. So basically, that's the reason why I took this trade. So the reason why is because we had a massive break on the on what's it called, on a massive uptrend here. It just flipped to me again. This shit is freaking hilarious, man. Absolutely hilarious. I'm telling you guys, trading is not easy. It is not easy at all because, and that's why I said having a stop loss, having um having a stop loss is important. If you feel like a trade's going the wrong way, you cut your loss and move on. But your winning should be more than you're losing. That's always the idea. Okay. So, so let's see how this plays out. And I think that's the reason why trades do favor eventually. But if I flip to the, I'm using 1 minute right now. Let me flip to the 50 to the 5 minutes. Okay. On the 5 minute trend, obviously we're in a downtrend, right? You see that. We're trying to break above the 50 moving average right now. Trying. Um yeah, so as long as we're in the downtrend on the 5 minute charts, in the 15-minute charts, let me check 15 minutes again. 15-minute charts, we also in a downtrend. You see it from on the 15 minute, the price is below all averages. So we are in a downtrend. Trying to come back up a little bit, right? Um yeah. So let's go back to 1 minute again. Trading 1 minute charts is rough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It is not easy at all because the price changes are very, 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 it is fickle. In a blink of an eye, this thing flips, man. So where are you right now? Twice in a row, we've broken above the all averages. We broke below it again and break above again. So let's see what happens here. But what I would say about the break here, my momentum is low, man. My momentum is low. So we'll see. So currently down 9.8% right now. The only time I do average down And remember, I'm not using any stop loss or anything like that yet. I only do that if I'm using a lot of money. If I'm trading 1K, 5K, whatever, then I'll use stop loss, right? But right now I'm practicing, I'm learning the trends, learning, what to do, what not to do. Um, yep. But I told you guys I really hate trading when the markets are going around back and forth like this around the averages. It is crazy, man. Because once you think you have a trade locked in, it just flips on you, like this one has. So what I'm gonna do is, now that we're oversold, like massively, overbought, my RSI is like really high right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna average down because I'm down 15%. I'm gonna average down on this massive, massive pump I'm getting right now. Let me average down there. So what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna add to collateral. Let me add 20. Oh, can I add? Let me see. What can I add? Because this platform here is very irritating. Sometimes it doesn't let you. Damn. He's not letting me add any collaterals onto this thing. Wow. That is so fucking irritating, man. Oh, that's very irritating. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do here. Sometimes what I do is, if one trade is kind of locked in like this, what I'll do is what I could do is, when I get a massive overbought, I'll just short it back down. And if what I made is more than my current trade, I'll just close all the trades, man. And so we're getting the wicks coming back down again. It's irritating. I can't average down. I don't know why. I don't understand why is it letting me do that. It doesn't make any sense. I'm assuming it could be the leverage I'm using. I think, but that's very irritating. I can't average down. Yeah. So like I said, we'll say plays out. Um, but trading when price the bounce off the average is the worst, man. Absolute worst. Because it's just, that's one part I haven't mastered yet. I'm still trying to master it. I'm trying to master it. Why can't you why can't I predict what happens when we're bouncing off the averages convincingly? um let's see, right now we're in an uptrend, right? And sometimes you could hedge, man. There's sometimes when you could actually, you're live on two trades, right? You're live on one, you're long on one and short on the other one. Yeah. I really, really hate when the prices are bounced off the averages. It's so fucking irritating because it could flip either way, man. Either way, like. But I think there's a way for you to know, right? But like I said, momentum's dying down, right? The gray, we're dying down, so we'll see. And if you're not certain, right? Very simple. I'm on a 1 minute chart, which is the least accurate charts, right? That's the reason why I would employ people to look at the 5 minute, look at the 10 minute, 30 minute, 1 day, and see where the trend is going. As long as the trend is down, as long as the price is under the averages, you should be taking shorts. If it's under, taking shorts. If it's above, taking longs, right? So as of right now, I'll change my chart to 5 minutes right now. And to be honest with you, if I feel like this 1 minute is just too hard for me to predict, I might switch to trading the 5 minutes or the 15-minute charts, man. That would be more accurate. Your crosses are more accurate. Your pumps are more accurate. That might be a better thing to do because the 1 minute. I mean, I've been profitable, yes, but I'll tell you right now is it is not easy. Oh boy, trading 1 minute is crazy hard, man. So that I might give that a try maybe tomorrow. Try what I'll do is I'll try the 5 minutes. I'll see what my win rate is. I'll try the 15 minutes to see. But I've been doing well though. I'm pretty confident. I've been doing well. I'm doing pretty well with the when it comes to percentages. But we'll see. Oh, trading is it's it's a game of patience, man. Absolutely, you have to be patient in this game. Absolutely. And if you're patient and but and you're knocking out your trades and you start increasing how much money you're leveraging and all that stuff, that's when I believe you do very very well, man. 100%. Activate. I don't know what that is. Okay. All right. Let me close this thing, man. Okay. So, oh boy, you're there. Oh man, I I'm excited, man, to see what I could do with this, man. You know, like I told you guys before, my goal is to make about like 1K per day, man. That's my goal. And we see. That's my goal, man. I think it's possible, but before I could do that, I have to be confident in my trades, right? So we're breaking, like I said, guys, we're breaking below again. So I think what I'm going to be doing from now on is if I'm going to trade 1 minute, I have to check the 5 minutes and the 15 minutes and 30 minutes and see where we are. If all those longer time frames, if the price is below the moving averages, then it'll give me a better sense of what action I should take on the 1 minute charts. Much much better. Um, because it feels like to me, or it looks like to me, the price movements on the 1 minute chart is so fast, but it doesn't necessarily signify where the market is going. If that makes sense, it's signifying to you what it's doing within a 1 minute time frame. All this right here is minutes. This is basically like a 30 or 20 minute time frame, which doesn't give you it doesn't tell you where the market is going. You know what I'm saying? And that's why before you make a trade, if you're in a 1 minute, you should look at the 5 minute, 10 minute, 20 minutes, whatever it is, and kind of see where the price is. 'Cause that will give you an idea where this will go, so you're not panicking, right? Because if price are down on the 15-minute charts, then you should short, right? And be patient. And you're basically waiting to sell 15 minutes, right? If that makes sense. And that's why I believe I might get away from trading on 1 minute, man, because I think it's just so unreliable. Because sometimes I am knocking it out, right? I'm killing it. And sometimes I take a trade and it just flips on me. Then I have to dollar cost. I have to try to break even again. Um, yeah. So we're about to, and I don't like, like I said, I like that it's fast, right? That's what I want, but it's too fast, man. It's just too fast. I think you're more likely to make errors trading 1 minute than the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes. Um, so that might be something I'm going to try tomorrow. I'm strictly going to trade exclusively the 5 minutes, exclusively, and see how that works. And I'm going to try the 15 minutes, see how that works. Because my goal, like I said, is to make money, right? I want to make money. I don't want to lose. So I want to be able to, make my money. Um, and I I want to be in a good position. I don't want to be making trades and flips on me. The 1 minute stuff is too it's pretty fast. Um, and that's why I believe that maybe let's I'll try 5 minutes first and see what that's like. Because each candle is 5 minutes. Am I better? Oh, all right. So we're trending back up again. Let me see. So on the 1 minute, we bounce above again, right? All right. We'll see what happens, guys. Man, I'm telling you right now, man. Like I definitely believe that. I think that the I'm better off messing with the higher time frames. 1 minute is too crazy for me, man. Because especially if I want to start using like 1K, 2K, 3K, no, 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 no. It's too. It's like because I read this. And it's not I don't know. I read it. I said basically the 1 minute time frame is the least reliable. Basically, the indicators you have, it does play out, but it's too fast, man. It's way too freaking fast. Way too fast, man. So it looks like on the 1 minute we didn't break below. I would be okay if I didn't um if I could average down, but for some weird reason I can't average down. I don't know why. It's so weird. And that's very annoying, man. If I could average down, I would have been out of this position already. I'm not sure why. I don't understand it because I normally can, but not letting me do it. Ah, okay. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. Yeah, man, guys. Hope you guys doing okay, man. Like I said, the goal is to make 1K per day. It's not gonna be easy. Oh boy. And I think me trading so far in the past couple of weeks, what I've seen so far is when 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 things aren't looking so great for me, it's because of I went in too late or I went in too early. I mean, I sold too early, or I shorted too late, or I long too late, or I long too early. And I think the reason why I make a lot of mistakes is because my time frame. They want. I know, guys. I've been making per percentage. I've been doing very very well. Um, but Yeah, man. So we'll see. We'll see what this happens, man. Like I said, but you don't always have to like be staring at the chart, right? You could take multiple trades. I could have taken many more trades in between this, but I'm studying the charts, man. I'm looking what he's doing. I'm checking what the candles are doing. I'm paying attention to this stuff. It makes a lot of sense to me. And I think eventually I'm gonna be able to predict when things go eventually. Because the more you're looking at charts, right? The more you're looking at them. I mean, I'm down 0.9%. Let me see where are we right now. I hate that kind of average down though. So, based on this 1 minute, man, we're back in the uptrend, and that's why I'm like I don't like that it's so quick. Like you're flipping uptrend and downtrend too quick, so it's difficult to kind of predict where things are going, man. But if you are on the high time frame, it's so much easier. So much easier. I'm in the uptrend. We're gonna be in the, I'm sorry, uptrend for like 15 minutes, downtrend in 15 minutes. Then it's easier to trade. But when you in 1 minute, like you're like everything changes within the blink of an eye, man. Which is good if you want to make that quick money, man. Like I said, right? I think 1 minute time frame is very, very good when you get like a massive oversold, like a massive overbought, right? And you're above, you're way, like I said, I'm gonna show you, man. Look, like when you're massively, when the price is way above your moving averages, man. Like, look at this right here. Like when you are above it, it's easy to make money, man. Because I'm like, oh, I'm trying to see. Oh, this is a 50. Yeah, like when the price when it's above, way above the moving average, you could do a lot better. But when it's touching it, it's close to it, it's not on the 1 minute chart, man. It's difficult, very, very difficult to kind of, because your indicators are less reliable. They're not as reliable, and that's why I'm going to test out the other side. And because right now we're clearly on an uptrend based on this. So maybe what I could do is live right now. Let me see. Yeah, see, down about 15, and I can't average down, man. That's what's irritating, man. In fact, I can't average down. So maybe what I could do is, let me see, and put it back to the 5 minutes, and let's see what happens there. So right now, this is the 5 minute chart, guys. This is 5 minute charts. So on the 5 minutes, we have the most recent candle here. This big wick down is pushing price back down, so probably going to break below this. Yeah, so price is going to come down. Let's go back to 1 minute again. Yeah. I'm probably going to start trading the 5 minute, man. The 1 minute is too crazy for me, man. It's way too crazy. Like, way too crazy. Now we're about, like I said before, because you shouldn't be breaking below the moving averages this easily. That's my beef with with trading 1 minutes. It is just too crazy, man. Just too crazy. The moving average should be a very strong trend line and resistance, but you shouldn't be having this be consistency is key. Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, man. So we're about to break the average again on the 1 minute charts. I did see that. I did see that on the 5 minutes when I saw that candle. Uh, this look at that. When you see this kind of candle, there's a massive selling pressure, man. Yeah, look at that, red. So this candle here, this is called, I think it's shooting star or hammer or inverse hammer. When you see this long wick, long red wick, there's a very strong, very strong selling pressure. So this is why I said I'm gonna flip to 5 minutes, guys. Because me looking at this right now, I am confident, very confident. I'm looking at big strong candle, red candle, another red one, another massive wick trying to push down below the 50-day moving average. Yeah, this makes sense to me. And plus, when I zoom out and I look at my moving averages, right? Look at that. We're trending down, so it's a downtrend. Yep. So let's go back to 1 minute again. Back in the 1 minute. Yeah, see, we're trading back down again. So it's just I don't like moving averages shouldn't be broken this easily, and that's why I don't like the 1 minute. It's just crazy, right? And just like that, I'm probably going to be in profit, right, Mike? Yep, just like that. Isn't that crazy, guys? This is why I absolutely the 1 minute charts is not a good indicator, man. To trade on. Is good. I mean, if you want to be fast, right? I guess. But when you break in averages like this, it should not happen this easily. So that's why I'm going to trade. I'm going to close once I go in the green again. I'm going to close this trade, and I'm going to go back to the 5 minute and 15-minute charts. That might be where I should be trading. I shouldn't be trading the 1 minute anymore. I don't like the way. I mean, the way it just breaks through those, because I have the 200-day moving average, which should be a strong average to break above or below it. But the fact that we break it so easily on the 1 minute, nah, man, that's not a good. It's not good to be trading this. Like I said, if you want to be quick, I mean, yeah, you can make money. I have made money on this based on my percentage. But I don't like the fact that it just breaks it so simple, man, so easily. So I'm definitely gonna switch back to 5 minute, guys. That's where I'm gonna be from now on. By 5 and 15 minutes. Let me take a look at the 15-minute charts. Okay. And what I'm going to do is this, right? I'm also going to study the entries, right? Or my crosses. What do my crosses look like? My EMA crosses. What does it look like? Am I am I getting good entries when saying I should go long here? That actually played out. If my on my MACD it crossed above my trend line, if I go long here, I would have made a little bit of money. Yes. Let me look at my, and the RSI will also, yeah, that's another thing. The RSI will also be more accurate. Yes. When the RSI says, yo, you're oversold, man, short immediately, because it's more accurate, right? This is the 15-minute chart I'm looking at right now. So this might be where I should be now. Trading like this to me makes more sense, man. I'm looking at I'm trying to see here. Yeah. I think to me this is probably what I'm gonna do, man. If I short it here, yeah, man, this is much better. You can't go wrong with this. Yeah, the 1 minute chart is not gonna work for me. It's not gonna work because the price changes that are just it's too fast. It doesn't. It's very simple. The 1 minute chart doesn't obey the laws of my indicator. Even though I've won, yes, I've won a lot on my trade on the 1 minutes, but if I'm gonna rely strictly on my indicators, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work whatsoever. Or if I'm gonna use the 1 minute charts, I should look at my 5 minutes and my 15 minutes before I make any decision on my 1 minutes. And that's the reason why that might be the direction I'm gonna go. But I'm probably gonna go away from it, man. I don't think because if I'm gonna rely heavily on charts, remember what I said before, the goal is to make 1K per day or whatever what I'm trying to do. I need to be able to trust what I see on my indicator. If I can't trust my indicator, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Then what's the point? Even though I've been using the 1 minute for the past 6 weeks. I've done a lot of winning, right? Yes, but I have noticed that I do things don't go the way I think it should, and that's because the 1 minute chart it's so fast, it's not reliable. No, I won't be comfortable telling people, and that's why I said before I went to try this out first to see what it was like. If I like it, I'll keep using it. But no, it's so far. It just feels like um, things change too fast, and I think it makes sense to switch to a higher time frame. Um, yeah, man. Very like I said, no, this my goal was to keep trading probably for the next 2 months before I start using a lot of money. So once I switch to high time frames, I'll take a look at my win rates. Because what I'm seeing is right. I've done well with trading on the 1 minute. Let me show you real quick. Let me show you. I showed you guys yesterday. Uh, because I'm testing all this stuff. I'm testing 1 minute. I'll test it 5 minutes. Test 15 minutes, and see how successful I am. So let me show you activities. So these the green are my wins, right? Look at the green. All these are my wins so far. Let me go to page 2. Look at all my wins, guys. These are all the wins I've gone in. This is all using the 1 minute charts. So you saw the green. This is all wins. A lot more wins than losses, guys. A lot more wins than losses. A lot more. Look at that. That's all green, man. All green. And that's all 1 minute. But like I said, your 1 minute works perfectly if your indicators work for you. And of course, the market condition also plays a big role in this. Um, but if your market condition changes that quickly, you can't do anything. You're basically crippled, man. And some days the condition looks beautiful, some days it doesn't. And I think the reason why this is happening is because of the lower time frames are not reliable. Uh, I'll say 5 minutes works for me. I'll say 15 minute might work. Let me see how many time frames do we have here? So I have 15 to 30 minutes. So because I want to make money quick, right? So it'll be shorter time frames. It will be shorter time frames, which will be 5, 15, 30 minutes. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to test them out, and we'll see. And another strategy that also have here is whenever I see that we are going into an uptrend, I just put a long in. I go put a long. So right now we're going into uptrend right now based on downtrends dying. Yep, based on the chart, it looks like let me zoom in. The 1 minute is fickle, man. It's very fickle. I missed this big green candle here. What I would have done is I would have gone long on like a very very high leverage, like use small money, very high leverage. They're trying to catch that gain. But yeah, man, trading is crazy, man. It's gonna take some time, like I said, and this is the reason why I said before anyone start making any moves, I would recommend practicing with real money, very small dollar value, and just play it out, right? Play it out. Let me see if I can go long. See, I hate the fact that I missed the opportunity right there, though. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. If I get any kind of red candle coming back down, I might take a long again, man, because it looks like we're going into a small little uptrend here. I could take let me see. Let me see if I take another trade here. So let me see. So long. I'm looking at this real quick. Usually when I like to take my trades when the momentum is dying on the MACD. Right before it dies, I put a long in, or right here. Right before the momentum dies, I put a short in. Right. But remember, it all depends where we are on for the direction of the market, because you don't want to short an uptrend. If you short an uptrend, you're going to lose. You short an uptrend, you're going to lose. So the only time I will short an uptrend if we're massively overbought, and I could short that, right? But you don't want to trade against the trend. If the trend is going up, if the trend is trending up, most of your trades should be long. If your trend is down, most of your trend should be short. So you don't want to be shorting massive rallies, man. You're gonna lose a lot of money if you do that. That doesn't make any sense. And that's the reason why you for the best thing to do this short term trading is to trade in like the 15 to 5 minute, because then 100% you're sure if the market's in downtrend. Look at that. On a 50 downtrend, on a 100 downtrend, on my 200 moving average downtrend. The 1 minute chart it flips so quickly that you might you might think you're in an uptrend, and it flips within a downtrend like 3 minutes. You might think you're in a downtrend, and it flips to an uptrend in 3 minutes. And that's the reason why I think sometimes I do miss some entries like I want to, because of it's too fickle. It's just too fickle, man. So we are in an option right now on the 1 minutes a little bit. Yeah, man. So tomorrow I'm going to trade the 5 minutes, the 5 minute chart exclusively, and I will see what our win rates is on the 5 minutes. I'll see what my win rate is on the 15 minutes. Because I've done well on the 1 minute, right? But I don't like the way the averages are not being obeyed. I don't like the way my crosses are not being obeyed. I mean, there are sometimes, but um, most of the time they're not. Most of the time they're not obeying, and I don't like that. And I'm like, because if that happens, and you're using 1K, 2K, 3K, you're gonna be losing money, man. I do not want to do that. I do not want to lose money. The idea is to have a winning rate of at least 70%. You're winning 70% of your trades. You want to be profitable. That's the goal. We're not here to, I'm not here to be doing a show where I continuously lose money. That's not why I'm here, man. That is not the case. That is not why I'm here. Um, so guys, we've been live for about let's see, live for about an hour and 24 minutes. No questions, perfect, no problem. So right now the market's trending up, like I said, but I would have preferred. Let me switch to the 15-minute charts. Okay, this is the 15-minute chart right here. Okay, the 15-minute charts. Let me charge my computer. Where is it to die? Where are you? There we go. Okay, this is the 15-minute charts right here. 15 minutes. Let's take a look at this. Obviously, you could tell we in a downtrend. Obviously. So because I know this, I'll be able to take shorts. For example, if I get let me see, I'm looking at like for I want to show you guys real quick because I have my EMA crosses set here, right? If I get look like right here, look at my cross. My cross on my EMA is telling me to go long. I could have gone long here and look at not like I said, the moves might not be too big, but at least I know that this time for me is more positive. Look, green indicator here, go long. I could have gone long. Boom, done. And let me zoom in real quick. So he told me to go long. Where is that cross? So he told me to go long right here. At this point, my blue line on my MACD is above the orange line. So and look at that. It to play out, and I'll just go long and just leave it alone and let the trade play out. The only problem is I cannot use too high of a leverage. That's the problem. That's the problem there. If I'm trading 15 minutes and I go long, I can't do too high leverage because I could get liquidated or get stopped out. But like I said, I'm gonna test all the time frames out. I'm gonna test them out. I'm gonna see which one works best for me. Which one works best for me is what I'm gonna look at. So let's go back to 1 minute again. The 1 minute is good for a fast trade. Only for your in that trade for 5 minutes. If it doesn't work out, you close it immediately. Because the indicators are not reliable at all, man. They're not reliable. They're not reliable at all, and you could lose money on that quick, man, with a freaking quickness. And that's why it was important for me to test this stuff out first. So tomorrow we'll see how the 5 minute time frame fares versus 1 minute, but at least I'll say it doesn't move as fast because every minute, every bar is a one right now. Am I 1 minute right now? So every bar I see is a 1 minute bar. Every single bar is 1 minute, and it's very difficult to try to trade this, right? Because I could get a nice break above all EMAs. Next, you know, I take a long in and it reverses. And I think the reason why that is because if you look at the 5 minutes or the 15 minutes, those averages are below. Now this stuff, I think what happened. Okay, I think I know why. Right, I was very successful on Sunday. That's my most successful day was on Sunday, where all the averages. I think on Monday all the averages were above. So now I think that's what it is. So if the 1 minute is above my long-term average, my 5 minutes is above my long-term average, my 15 minute, my 30 minute, my 1 hour, my daily, if they're all up above the long-term moving averages, then your trades will be successful. Then yeah. So the 1 minute, 1 minute trading, I'm not saying works. I just showed you guys, right? All my wins, right? Um, but I think it's difficult to maintain that level of winning. It's there is no way I could consistently win it. Yeah, but I'm still gonna use 1 minute, man. Yeah, sure. So I think maybe the strategy is this for me. I'll use the 1 minute charts to trade very low dollar value, high leverage. I'll use a lot of money or high dollar value to trade a high time frames. I think that's what I'll do. But like I said, I'm experimenting. I'm not going to start using a lot of money until maybe another 5 6 weeks. Um, because I trade every day now. I trade every single day now because I'm trying to learn the markets, learn the trends, learn the time frames, learning the breakouts, the breakdowns, everything. So I'm never surprised. I never want to be surprised. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Um. So right now we have price basically we're in an uptrend basically based on this we're in an uptrend. So if I see any red anything, I'm gonna go long. We're in an uptrend, but we haven't been in an uptrend for a long time recently. So we've touched the averages, we've broken up, touched the averages again, we've broken up again. And based on the recent history, where we're in an uptrend right now. We're in an uptrend. So most of my trades right now should be longing on the 1 minute only. On the 1 minute. Let me look at the 5 minutes. Let me see what that looks like. Okay, I just switched back to the 5 minutes. Yeah, this trade is not easy, man. It is not easy. And that is why your stop loss, you have to set it, use it. You have to learn this shit, learn your moving averages and all your indicators and all that stuff, and your candles, learning what each candle means, because you could predict the next candle. If you understand it, you could definitely predict it. Also, volume, learn about your volume indicator too. So, all right. So this is my 15-minute chart right here. So if I was trading this right now, um, I would heavily rely. I'll heavily rely on my RSI, right? Like because it's slow, because you don't see the candles are pair right in front of you. So if I was trading this right now, what I would what I would have done here, I'll use my RSI. What I would do is this. This is my 15-minute chart, right? Whenever the RSI is this high, right, where very high, I put you 70. I could have put a short in here and see what I could have made from it. But when we oversold, right, we basically oversold right here at the top. I could put a short in at this top, and and I could enjoy this little win right here. And yeah. So I think the longer time frames work better for me. 100%. 100%, man, because it just doesn't make any sense, man, that I should it doesn't make any sense to me that that you're just breaking the major moving averages so easily. But like I said, the 1 minute is good if you want to make quick money, but I would say use less money. That would be my advice. If anyone wants to trade a 1 minute chart, I'm not saying it's not profitable. I showed you what I've done on it, right? Because it's just so fickle. Like, look at that. You get massive candles on the 1 minute. pump up. So one candle pump up, you think you're going to Valhalla? No way. It goes up, boom, down. So it's just, and look at my RSIs, man. My RSI, like, because you would think, like I said before, you have to be quick. You can make money on this, like I did before. This is what I used before, right? So for example, when you see your charts oversold on the RSI, okay, right here on the RSI oversold. You can put a short in right here, right? But it's just you could go from overbought or to oversold within 1 minute, within 3 minutes, and that's too fast. That's too fast. And sometimes even the my trades, I'm trying to put my trades in, and it doesn't even work for me, man. It doesn't work for me because it doesn't work for me because while I hit buy and it's because it's not fast enough to catch the bottom. That's how fast it is, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I want to be able to take a trade and be confident that my indicators are giving me good signals. Like for example, let me show you guys real quick. For example, now, right? Look, so it's telling me. So I have a cross right here on my MACD. It's telling me to short, right? But I've already missed the move. See? Like I already missed the move, man. When it crossed, this was a big red candle. You see what I'm saying? The big red candle happened on my cross. I've already missed the dump already. So what? That makes no sense. I missed that massive drop in candle. I missed it. So that's what's hurting me. So I want to be able to catch like my cross should happen before the red candle on my MACD. You know what I'm saying? And right now, where are we oversold? No. Oh no. Okay. I thought we were oversold. We're not oversold. Yeah, man. The lesson I've learned so far is the 1 minute time frame is too fast. It doesn't obey the laws of indicators. It doesn't, man. It doesn't. And that's why I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch back up to trading the like I said, I'm not going to stop using 1 minute, but for what I realize is because I want to start using more money. The more money I use, I think the higher time frames might be a better choice. Like I said, we are in the uptrend. It's just things are weird because if you're in an uptrend on the 1 minute, but you're in a downtrend on the 5 minutes, you're in a downtrend on the 15 minutes, you're in a downtrend on the 30 minutes, you're in a downtrend on the 1 hour, you're in a downtrend on the daily. Your 1 minute trading is garbage, man. No, like it's not accurate. You're going to be things are not going to work the way they should. It's not what because this is the only time frame that has an uptrend right now. Yeah. I'm not saying you can make money on this. No, I'm saying that it might be better to like right now, right? I could take it long right now. Like based on what I'm looking at, based on this right now, I could take it long. But the problem is because it's a 1 minute chart, it won't be as accurate. That's my problem. But this is the environments I'm looking at the momentum going down on my MACD. It's angling back down. I could go long right here so I could catch the green. You know what I'm saying? But because it's 1 minute, it just doesn't play out. And I also believe that the problem also is because I'm using a very high leverage. When you're using 75x, that's pretty high. And the reason why is because the platform I'm using, you do get 0 fee. They don't charge you for the fees. They don't charge you for the fees. and that's why I like it, right? Yes, I could go long right here, but I'm just a little bit fickle. Look at that, man. I predicted this move. I just don't like the fact that I don't like the fact that it flips within. You have to trade within a minute or two. When you see something you like, you go long. Immediately, you close your trade. Immediately, you get that nice uptrend, you close it. If it's just too fast, man. It's just too fast. So tomorrow I'm going to try the 5 minutes, the 5 minute indicator. I'm sorry, the 5 minutes timeline, and we'll see how that plays out. I think it should be a lot better than 1 minute, man. 1 minute is too fast, not for what I'm trying to do. The 1 minute time frame is good if if you're like if you're massively oversold, you're massively overbought, and you're 100% confirmed you in an uptrend or downtrend. If you're not sure, it's not going to work for you. You have to be 100% sure you're in an uptrend. And because there's some times when I've seen where I've gotten some good trades like this, right? Some nice uptrend like this, right? And then the next 5 minutes, your red candle could take everything out. So one candle will eliminate an entire move in one candle. Your 1 minute candle erase an entire move. That is not trading to me, and that's why the 1 minute candle is difficult, very very difficult to use. I'm still going to use it because short term, like I said, like this move right here, I could have got this move right here, but at the same time, it doesn't obey the laws of it doesn't obey the laws of the indicator on the 1 minute. No, it doesn't. I've seen this thing make crazy, crazy things. I've seen it like right now. I said, okay, look, I could have gone long right here. I could have enjoyed this move. And my fault, this is 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. This is the 3 minute candle here. The price went from 86,210 to 86,212. That's just a $2 move. But it looks like it's a lot, right? It's not, because it's a 1 minute candle, man. And the 1 minute could just comes right back down and just eliminate everything. But the beauty of the 1 minute the 1 minute trading is the beauty is you could use a smaller amount of money and make a whole bunch. Because guess what? If I was using 1K right now on a high leverage, and I was able to catch this move, I could have made $300 just in like 3 minutes. $300 in 3 minutes, but you have to sell quick. That's the beauty trading 1 minute, and that's why I like, because it's fast. But the problem is it doesn't obey the law of indicators, man. So I would recommend people using 1 minute to trade, man. So guys, let me end this show here, man. I gotta go get some food. I'm freaking starving. I am so freaking hungry right now. But once I end this show, my trade that I'm on, I'm gonna close it at a loss. I went in with $10, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna close at a loss. Oh, you know what? I don't like losing trades, man. I'm gonna leave it. Let it play out, because this is a 1 minute, right? We could on the 1 minute charts, because we're only at 86,222. The 1 minute charts could break back down below the moving averages again, and I could get my opportunity to close it again. So right now, as of now, it looks like we're in an uptrend based on this. But like I said, because it's the 1 minute charts, we could break down the moving averages and go in like a mini downtrend for like 5 minutes and go back up again. But if you compare this, if you look at what the 50-minute chart looks like, Let me show you. This one, you know 100%. Am I in an uptrend? Am I in a downtrend? I know 100% that I'm in a downtrend. I have no guesses about it. Look at that. No guessing. And the most recent price actions have been negative. The price have been negative. So let me go to 30 minutes. Take a look at this. Confirmed downtrend. No question. I have no question about this. This is what you need to know. You cannot trade properly. If you want to make all these quick flips, you can't be accurate if you don't know the direction of the markets. You're just going to be losing. You're just going to be losing and losing and losing. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense because I mean, you've got to be able to know where you're going, man, right? You've got to be able to know. Like for me right now, on a 30-minute chart, I will go long right now. Look at that. Because there are two things I like about this. This is why, for me, this might be a better thing to do. Because what I would do, because I'm looking at a couple of things right here. This is the 30-minute charts, right? The first thing is this. The first thing is my momentum indicator is basically to zero, right? And I have a bullish crossing on my MACD, right? The blue line above the orange line, cool. And I also have my RSI trying to break back up. Okay. But it would take time for that trade to play out, right? Of course, we are in a downtrend, sure, but this is gonna flip back into positive. But in the short term, you should be shorting right here, right? That's what you should be doing. But I would take that long trade for a longer term, right? Probably into the day. That's what I would do. Let me zoom out. So let me look at the 1 hour time frame. This is for guys that you take a trade, you come back days and days and days, right? Yeah, same thing here. I'll wait until I get my intersection on my on my on my my D line going above the trend line. I'll take a long right there. So let me show you what that looks like. So for example, sorry guys, for what the hell is this? What did I just do? So for example, let me show you before I end this show. For example, we have a crossing on my this is my MACD, okay? My MACD, let me zoom in. Okay. So my RSI was oversold right here. Was oversold. Okay. Maybe you didn't get in, no problem. But an hourly oversold, I'm gonna take that long if it gets oversold on hourly. Okay. So on the hourly, it gets oversold, you go long here, but no worries. If you miss that, you're gonna cut this intersection right here, my blue line above the orange line. Let's track that real quick. Track it up. Let me bring this down. So track this up right here. At this point, I go long. I could have bought right here at 85,817, and I could have sold at 88,014. That's almost a $3,000 gain on Bitcoin. That's a lot of profits right there, man. No, sorry. That's over almost 1,000. That's a good amount of gain right there. And just, how long did it take to play out? So you're gonna go long right here, 0.55, and just say you sold right here. at so in about 5 hours. No, that's a long time, man. So let's count the candles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, in about 12 to 14 hours. So you take your trade and just leave it alone, come back and sell later. That's it. But okay. Yeah. So I think the high time frames are better for 100%. But for quick money, 5 minutes, 15 minutes might be the ideal. The 1 minute is too fast. The you making errors are so much higher, man. You trying to trade on the 1 minute time frame. I like it, but it's crazy. It's crazy for me. It is so crazy. Using the 1 minute chart is nuts. It is so nuts. I'm not saying you can't make money. You can, 100%. But just get ready to be your finger on the trigger. Your stop loss sets everything. Your stop, as none of the stop loss sets. Your stop loss sets. You're gonna do 1 minute, stop loss sets. For me, I don't use the stop loss in 1 minute. I don't use a lot of money. I do use a high leverage. That's why I don't use a lot of money, because yesterday I had a 45% a loss that turned into a 15% win. Yeah, that happened yesterday. That is just nuts to me, man. But like I said, in this 1 minute chart here, we're looking at 1 minute so far. It looks like we're in an uptrend and like a mini uptrend. So whenever we touch averages, we normally break back up, right? We haven't had a breakdown yet. We probably will, maybe in the future, but we'll see. We break as we speak right now. We're breaking down. Look at that. This is why I do not like trading the 1 minutes, because we just broke down. We sliced through. We didn't just break down. We sliced through all the moving averages. That is not trading. You shouldn't be slicing through like that. Like I said, you can still make money. Sure, you can still make money, but just know, if you want to do this, you cannot be using. If you're gonna use high leverage, your eyes are on the charts, man. Like you are just locked in, man. Right? You're locked in on the trades. You're not messing around. You're on the computer. Your immediate sell. You see, because that's what I was doing. But when I had all those wins, I went. I did 75x, 100x, 300x, 500x. But it's 75x was what I've done mostly. And the moment I see what I like, I pull the trigger. I watch. If things look good, sell immediately. I cash out immediately. I don't wait for anything, because it's too high leverage. You're going to lose money if you don't take your profits, man. So, guys, let me end this show, man. I get some food, man. I'm fucking starving. We've been live for how long? For almost 2 hours, man. So, guys, I'll see you guys later. Okay? Tomorrow we're back again. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? It's Thursday tomorrow? Wow. The days are flying. Damn, man. It's Thursday tomorrow. Wow. Yo. Guys, time is moving. So tomorrow, I'm gonna once the show ends, I'm gonna take some trades to kind of get practice for the 5 minute trading show tomorrow. So we're gonna switch over. For the past like 6 weeks, I've been using 1 minute charts, right? I want to flip to 5 minutes and see what it's like. How I like it. Once we finish, I could do 5 minutes for like a week. For like maybe on 2-3 weeks. I want to flip to the 15 minutes, and I want to test all time frames. And the moment I feel like I like what I'm doing, I feel like I'm able to win a lot more than I lose consistently. We're ready to go. Then you start seeing me doing 1K, 3K, 5K, 6K, 10K trades, man. Yeah. With leverage. Then you see crazy stuff. And we'll see. But till then, I'm just showing you guys. I'm sharing. Excuse me. I'm sharing my trading journey with you. That's all this I'm doing here. I'm not no experts. I'm just sharing my trading journey. I'm sharing with you guys what it looks like to win, to lose. I've won, I've lost. I'm no expert. I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing. And like I said, look at that. We just broke through again, right? So I'm possibly going to be in profit soon. I mean, if we break down a little bit more. So, and like I said, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like about trading the 1 minute candles, because we break down too much, we break up too much, and you could easily lose on this big time, big time. But like I said, it still works. I'm not going to stop using the 1 minute chart. No, I'm not. No, I like the 1 minute chart if I'm trading the very high leverages, because you're quick. Like right now, if I see massive oversold, right? If I see massive oversold on what's it called? If I see massive oversold on my RSI, I want to go long, like real quick. I want to make quick money, real quick, just real quick. Because remember, markets don't go down forever. They don't. Whenever you see, let me like for example, like right now, what's happening right now? This is coin breakdown. This massive dump right now we're seeing. Remember, this is just 1 minute chart. It does look a lot worse. So it doesn't, it's not, it's not as bad, right? It looks worse. It looks worse than it is. So don't let this shit fool you. It does look worse than it is. Here. Can I reset this then? Man, this is why I don't hate this. This is why this is kind of annoying. Okay, here, right here. All right. So it looks worse than it is, right? But god damn, you know what? Sorry, guys. I have to delete this then because remove. Perfect. So it looks worse than it is. See, I'm in profits. Guys, I was down 20%. Now I'm up 4%. Just like that. This is why I hate and I like the 1 minute charts, because it's exaggerated, right? It exaggerates the price. This massive dump you're looking at right now is basically the price went from 86,237 to 85,000. So a dip of $200. But like I said, just imagine if this is why I won so much, like a couple weeks ago. Imagine if you're shorting right here with a 75x leverage and you ate in its entire move, your 1K flipped to $300 like that. Boom. But like I said, you have to be quick. You have to be quick. Have to be quick. So that's the beauty of trading 1 minute. You could eat this up, move quick. You have to be quick because you would lose. Look at that. Look at the pump. You will lose your gain in seconds, man, if you're not fast enough. Yeah. I like the 1 minute. It's too fast for me. I'm still gonna use it, but I want to use it with more money. And yeah, that's the show, guys. So, guys, thank you for coming to the show, man. You guys are freaking awesome. I appreciate you guys, man. I need to go get some food, man. I'm freaking hungry, man. So thank you, as always. 2 hours on doing the show. Let me I know we take my screenshot, so I appreciate you legends for always supporting. We have 150 people live watching. And also, I'm also live on YouTube, man. So big ups for people on YouTube watching. I appreciate you. But tomorrow we're gonna switch over to trading the 5 minute time frame. And hopefully we are more successful with that, and we keep going, guys. We keep going. So I appreciate you guys, man. Peace out, peace out, peace out. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I am freaking starving, man. Let me get some food, man. Let me see this. Let me end this show, man. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, guys. Peace out, peace out, peace out, peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. I'll see you guys again tomorrow, mañana, on Spanish now.